far beyond the edge of the Great Plains, where the wind carried the scent of wildflowers and the sky seemed to stretch into eternity, there lay a hidden valley untouched by maps. Few had stumbled upon it, and fewer still returned, for it was said the valley had a way of keeping secrets. In this valley stood a peculiar tree, larger than any oak or cedar, with bark the color of silver and leaves that shimmered like emerald glass. The villagers from neighboring lands called it the Tree of Echoes, for if one whispered a question beneath its branches, the tree would answer not with words, but with memories carried in the wind. One day, a wanderer named Corinne arrived at the valley. He had no map, only a heart weighed down by questions he could not silence. His past was scattered with regrets, a brother he had wronged, a love he had abandoned, and choices that gnawed at him in the silence of night. Drawn by rumors of the tree, he sought not fortune, but truth. When Corinne reached the tree, the air around it hummed faintly, as though the world itself listened. He placed a hand on its silver bark and whispered, "What is it I seek?" The leaves stirred, though there was no wind, and suddenly Corinne saw visions swirling before his eyes. A boy laughing with his brother in a sunlit field, a young man walking away from a woman who wept by a river, a traveler staring at endless roads but never choosing one. Each image was sharp and aching, as if the tree was plucking them from his soul. But then the visions shifted. He saw himself returning to that riverbank, not to leave but to stay. He saw his brother, older now, still waiting with a lantern by the door, and he saw himself no longer wandering, but planting seeds, watching them grow. When the vision faded, the valley was silent again. Corinne stood still, his chest rising with a breath that felt new, lighter. The tree had not told him where to go, it had reminded him of what he already knew, that the answers he sought were not far away, but waiting in the places and people he had once left behind. Corinne bowed to the Tree of Echoes, then turned and walked back the way he had come. The valley closed quietly behind him, as if it too kept its promise of silence. And though no map marked its place, the valley remained waiting for the next weary soul, who carried questions too heavy to bear alone.